Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about 5 things that I absolutely hate about my 2015 Lincoln MKZ Hybrid. Please keep in mind that this is my opinion and it should not scare anyone from buying this vehicle. I've owned this vehicle for about 4 years now, and there's a lot of things I like about it and there's a lot of things I don't like about it. Just like with any other vehicle. Hit that subscribe button and show your support to the channel. The goal is to get to 3,000 subscribers, so let's see if we can make it happen. If you want to connect with other Lincoln MKZ owners, check out the Real Lincoln MKZ Facebook group, which I will leave in the description below. Let's get right into the video. The first thing I don't like about this vehicle are the seats. The seats don't have enough cushion to them. They are initially very comfortable, but on longer drives, they are not that comfortable if I'm being completely honest. My passengers, who are my friends, said the same thing. I am thinking of swapping out the seats from a 2017 and higher MKZ model because I find those seats are way more comfortable compared to these seats here in the 2015 MKZ. I have a 2019 MKZ as well, and I prefer driving that mainly because of the soft seats. The 2019 uses Bridge of Weir leather, and the leather itself is much softer and doesn't create weird pressure points. Some people absolutely love these seats, some people don't, and some people actually commented on my other videos saying that the Ford Fusion titanium seats are more comfortable than the Lincoln MKZ seats, which I was kind of surprised to hear. The seat comfort gets worse in the back seat. They are very stiff and I find them literally unbearable on longer drives. I usually bring a pillow with me to sit on if I'm in there for a longer drive back there. The second thing I absolutely hate about this vehicle is the tight interior space. This is a large car on the outside, but on the inside it is small and tight. Even though I fit inside perfectly, I sometimes feel a little claustrophobic in here. If you're a bigger person, you may not like this interior space of this vehicle. I recently been in a 2020 Toyota Corolla, and I kid you not, that car had more space in the inside than the Lincoln MKZ. I couldn't believe how big the Corolla has grown in the inside. If you are planning to use this as a family vehicle, this may not be suitable for you. You might want to get a roof cargo box or a cargo carrier which you can attach to the hitch. The third thing I don't like about this vehicle is the THX audio system. This has got to be one of the worst systems I've ever heard on a modern day car. If you jam to music all the time, you will not like the system. The mid-range is just not there. All the bass comes from the front door panel speakers, which muffles the clarity of the vocals. Speaking of bass, there is no actual subwoofer in this car. Instead, 2 6x9 speakers act as the sub in the back. I'm hearing that the first generation Lincoln MKZ had a better THX audio than this generation. So if someone could comment on that, that would be appreciated because I really want to know why this THX system on this vehicle is so bad. In the rear, you can barely hear the audio back there unless you focus the sound to the rear using the settings. Thankfully, Lincoln ditched the THX audio for 2017. My 2019 MKZ has the Revel system, and man, it's a night and day difference. For those of you who tell me that the THX sounds amazing and that I don't know what I'm talking about, listen to the 14 speaker Revel setup and then come talk to me. I can just imagine how good the 20 speaker Revel Ultima sounds like. The fourth thing that I don't like about this vehicle is the lack of trunk space. There's not that much trunk space back here, especially because this being the hybrid model, the battery takes up half the space back here in the trunk. Also, the trunk opening is quite small, making it difficult to load things in and out of the trunk. I often find myself throwing larger items in the back seats because they just don't fit back in the trunk. But I'm very thankful that these seats actually fold down, which in many luxury cars it doesn't fold down. I usually use this car mainly for work and school commutes. I do smaller road trips in this, but again, I store a lot of stuff in the rear seats. I've also taken this vehicle out camping. It was just me and a friend, but the MKZ was just packed with stuff. My parents were like, "Why don't you take the SUV? It's more comfortable and you can store more stuff." But we were young at the time and we wanted to save on gas, so we took the MKZ. What I'm trying to say is that if you don't have kids, the Lincoln MKZ is manageable. If you have kids, get a full-size sedan or a real SUV. Last but not least, the fifth and final thing that I absolutely hate about this vehicle is the lack of grab handles. This may not be an issue for most people, but for me it kind of is. This is a very low car, and grab handles would make it much easier to get in and out of the vehicle. I find myself grabbing the frame of the vehicle to get in and out sometimes. It's not only getting in and out of the vehicle. As a passenger, I like to hold on to the grab handles. It's almost like a habit for me. My 2019 MKZ has grab handles and it really helps out a lot. Sadly, if you have the panoramic roof, you can't get the grab handles. You only get coat hangers. It's not the end of the world though. Overall, I love my car. I'm thankful to be driving a nice car at a young age, but nothing is perfect. Let me know what you guys absolutely hate about your Lincoln MKZ in the comments below. I would love to hear. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button and show your support to the channel. See you all next time.